Hey everybody, welcome to episode 3 of the CRE Legal Minute-ish. I'm Joe Heins with Phillips Lytle. Today we're going to talk about gross sales kickouts. These are lease provisions that give a tenant the right to terminate a lease if the gross sales from the leased premises do not exceed a certain predetermined threshold. Under a typical lease provision, after a certain amount of time of the term of the lease has run, if the tenant's gross sales during a measuring period do not exceed the threshold, then they would have the right to terminate. Obviously, this is a very tenant-favorable provision. From a retailer's perspective, it protects them in the event that a store does not perform in the way they expect. From a landlord's perspective, certainly not their favorite, but sometimes it has to be given in order to get a deal done, especially when a retailer is coming into a new market or into a market that they are not sure they're going to be able to succeed in. But the landlord needs to protect itself as well under the lease. We need to make sure that the tenant has a good faith operation of the premises. They need to open on time. They need to continuously operate, and they need to keep the store fully stocked and staffed. We need to put tight parameters around when the notice is given and how it's given. And we need to address if there are any termination fees or reimbursements in the event that the termination right is exercised. And finally, we need to pay close attention to the definition of gross sales, just like we talked about last week. In this case, what's included and not can be the difference between keeping a lease and losing it. As always, the retail real estate attorneys at Phillips Lytle are standing by, looking forward to hearing from you. Please join us next time. We're going to talk about radius restrictions.